So today's day one of checking out bikes in Berlin, and today I'm gonna go see KOCMO bikes. And before that, Valentina's taking me to the cafe where she works to get a decaf coffee, because today is the last day of my caffeine detox. Kennst du die Kamera? Das Geile ist, dass du halt, also ich habe jetzt zum Beispiel auf mein Gesicht fokussiert.
Achso, dann 1, 2.
Wie brauchst du hier? Ach du Scheiße. Spricht für den Content.
Thema Finish und Rahmendekor. Und bei Satin kannst du jeden Kratzer, der entsteht, wegpolieren.
Alright, let's debrief KOCMO bikes. Overall, kudos for them. It was a really cool experience. Fabian, who was the guy I spoke to today, he took 2 hours out of his day to show me the bike, to talk to me and all of that. So irrespective of which bike I'm going to get in the end, that was really good service. And I appreciate that when I get it. So good job to them. As to how I like the bikes, I think they are nice and good, like good quality bikes, nothing wrong. If someone told me I'm getting a KOCMO bike, I would be like, I understand. That makes sense. Now, did I love them? No. The bike felt a bit racier than what I would like. Like if I compare it to my Domain, it felt a bit sportier, but by consequence also less sturdy, like less stable, less like a mile leader, if that makes sense. And that's what I'm looking for, because I'm going to be doing 25,000 kilometers in total. So I need a bike that's still fun to ride, but it does need to be quick and agile and all of that. Aspect number 2 is that I'm just heavily biased because of the appointment I have tomorrow, because my experience with Xava from, I keep forgetting the name, Steinbock bikes, something like that. It was just immaculate. Like today, it was a great appointment, very professional, and still it didn't feel the same. Like when I spoke to Xava, it was like, what did you study? Where you're from? What's your story? He was like genuinely interested in me as a person. And I could tell that he has been doing this for years, you know? And like I sent him a piece of WhatsApp where I was like, hey, do you think that this headset might be a fit? And he goes like, it's an amazing piece of equipment, but for you, it's probably not right because A, B, C, and I already looked at it. That's like the level of detail I discussed with him. And today we went through everything in detail and it was a great experience, but I just felt like today it was about which bike do I want? And with Xava, it was like, who are you as a person and how am I gonna build the complete bike experience that's ideal for you? And so again, KOCMO bikes, cool bikes, great service. I did the test ride, we spoke for everything, but then I'm really, really, really hopeful that I enjoy Xava's bike, which I'm gonna ride tomorrow. This is day 2 of finding the perfect bike for my trip from Munich to Australia. And today we're meeting Xava from Bockstein bikes. And that's the guy I spoke to a few weeks ago. That was so amazing. Just over the phone already. So I'm very, very excited and I'm very hopeful that this bike works. Because if it does, I'm just gonna go with Xava. Could be happier about it. One thing I love about Berlin is how like almost every train station is really pretty. Right now we're very far outside of Berlin, in Frohnau, but all of them are quite cute. He's coming to pick me up from the train station, which is so cute too. Hey, likewise. Sehr cool, dass es hinhaut.
Bist jetzt seit wann in Berlin?
2 Tage. He then took me into his man caves where he builds all the bikes and I was allowed to do a test ride on his very own Tuscus through the icy wonderland of Berlin, which worked a lot better than expected given just how icy it was.
Das Bike ist a lot nicer than the one I rode yesterday. War ja gestern auch, weiß nicht, ob du es in meiner Story gesehen hast, bei KOCMO. Einfach ne, weil ich gesagt hatte, wenn ich schon mal hier bin, dann gucke ich mir einfach ein paar an. Ja. Aber das hier fährt sich deutlich geiler. Ja, ich hatte sehr drauf gehofft, dass es sich geil anfühlt. Ja. Ich finde, es hat eine sehr gefällige SEO-Arbeitserfahrung.
Torsten is another customer of Xava who has an XL frame and he popped by just so I could give it a trial ride. Then we went back to Xava's workshop where we discussed all the details of my bike build, starting with the dynamo and the charging hub, which I want to have on my bike.
Oben am Vorbau, es gibt glaube ich solche, die kommen wie so eine Kappe hier drauf.
Son hatte wohl jetzt gerade so ein neues Ding rausgebracht, wo mit diesem magnetisch, da hast du hier so ein kleines Ding und kannst damit so einen magnetischen Kabel laden.
Alles
statt.
Genau. Deshalb gibt es als USB-C dann und
Genau.
USB und so weiter.
Yeah. We then discussed whether I should get electronic or mechanical shifting, so the group said. And after talking to a lot of people, I ultimately went with electronic because everyone said that in 9 times out of 10, it's both more reliable and more fun to use, as long as you manage electricity, which through the charging hub and additional power banks should be no problem. Next up, we discussed which saddle I should get, and as this is an area where I've historically had problems through chafing and an abscess once, it was really important to me. And Xava had this chair by SQ Lab where you sit down, you push yourself into the chair, and then it measures the width of your sit bones, which ultimately allows you to choose the right saddle, which we subsequently did. Alright, I just wrapped up the appointment with Xava, and I think we have a bike. We definitely have a bike. This bike felt so nice, like the grip is amazing, it handles very well, it's got all the mounting points I need, and he just knows what he's doing. We talked through every single component, be it wheels, be it frame set, be it like everything, the handlebar, so we have a bike. Only thing I need to decide on is large or extra large frame. I'm gonna talk through that with my friends if I can reach them. And yeah, then we can get that started, and the estimated price will be 6 to 6.5k, which is lovely. The UK one would have been 9.5 including tax and everything. And I am very happy, and it is very cool that there's people like Sal out there that know their shit, that take their time, and that actually make the customer the priority, because he's not trying to sell me anything other than what's really best for me, like across all the components, and you can just tell when somebody really cares and just loves doing what they do. Alright, since recording this video, I've now ordered a Tuscus from Xava, and so once I'm back in Germany in April, I will be taking train back up to Berlin and we will build the bike up together. So if you don't want to miss out on us building up the bike, discussing everything in detail, why we made the choices that we made, and also the first rides with the new bike, make sure to stay around, and I'll see you in April at latest. Or I'm currently in Thailand, maybe I'll do a vlog or two here, as I'm training Muay Thai and BJJ to self-defend on my way to Australia. Yeah, it's a bit random, but it's nice here. It's quite warm. All right, cheers, have a good day.